So I found these, and I think these should work for the stars. I think they should actually work really well. They are rusted stars. Not sure if I like that. Which does kind of work with the wood, since the white isn't really white. Or if I'm going to go with something like this, which is a ivory silk, and spray that over the top. I was also thinking about airbrushing these to keep some of the rust and just kind of tone it back a little with some white. So let's see what I can come up with for this. So I did a few variations. This one's basically fully covered. That one's a little more. And these two are the lightest. I like this, but I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to get that consistency. It actually kind of works well. Alright, let's see if I can do this without messing this up. Alright, I think that actually looks pretty good. Alright, I'll just let that sit, dry out some, clean off the leg of my tripod that got hit with a bunch of paint, and we'll go from there. A little history about me. I have a Bachelor of Science in Information Systems and Business. So you would think I'm a math kind of person. I'm really not. So this has taken more time than I care to admit. This is trying to space out the stars for the field area, and okay, those don't want to come apart. So what I did was I have 18 inches by 11 inches. So I divided the 18 by the number of stars, and you have 6 across and 5 across alternating. So the 18 divided by 6 is whatever this worked out to. What is it? 3? There we go. I should probably know that. 3 inches. So the stars are spaced 3 inches apart for the 6. And then for the 5, I just spaced halfway in between, so it's a 1.5 inches off of the previous line to get that spacing. So hopefully that makes sense. So it alternates like that for 9 lines in total. Okay, the spacing, this direction was not an issue. So I went ahead and drew the lines so I know where the nail holes would go, or at least the alignment columns. The columns, we'll call it columns. Alright, so for the spacing top to bottom, it's 11 inches and there are a total of 9 rows. So I went ahead and divided that out, and the number it came out to, which would be like 1 and I think it was 1 1/4 inches or so, was close enough to work with. Would have me starting the stars above my field, which wouldn't work, and they would also drop below. So I went ahead and went with 1 1/8 inches, and I came out with this spacing. So there's my 9 rows. And if you line that up, you can see the 9 rows fit within, and I can still have the stars not falling off, if you count that as a center placement for the star. I hope this makes sense. So I was thinking, do I want to glue these on or do I actually want to nail these on? And I think I'm going to go with nail, and I might regret this, but for now that's what I'm going with. At least as far as the spacing goes, it's based on where the hole is. So what I did was I traced out the star, and then I took and drew 3 lines through to find the center point, and marked out where the hole is, and then measured the distance between the center point and the hole, which happened to come out to right at a 1/2 inch. Yay me. So I went ahead and took this, lined this up. So these would be the center points of the stars going all the way down. And it does work out to where it just fits within the field. So once I had that, I moved it up a 1/2 inch so it would be where the nailing position is. And then I can move this, draw lines across all the way, and then I have my nail points for all of this. And this is what we're left with. Oh, I can zoom the other way. Okay. So all the circled areas are where the holes are for the stars. So these should line up like that. And it all lines up. So all I should have to do now is go ahead and drill holes in the flag lined up where these are, and then I should be able to put the stars in place. And hopefully none of the cracks in the flag line up with these holes. Maybe I should check that. Alright, went ahead and did it, and shockingly, the only thing that lines up in a hole is this one right here, and that one's kind of on the edge. Everything else actually falls on the wood. Okay, so yes, I really am happy. It worked out. Yes! Alright, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to nail this. I might drill the holes just so I have an alignment point that I can put a nail through and actually hold it in place. And then I might just glue them on the board. Because if I just nail it, then it could tip around back and forth. But if I just hot glue them on the board, then I could come back and add nails if I want to. Alright, so I've got this laid out, everything taped down. I would use a punch, but I don't know where my punches went, so mark these out. Alright, so I'll peel this back. Alright, that's not going to work well for me. So we're going to put this back. I'm just going to drill through it because it didn't mark well enough. Alright, so that's all done. So I'll go ahead and start gluing these on. Alright, sorry in advance about the air conditioner in the background, but it's hot and I just can't take it anymore. Alright, so what I'm going to do for each of these, I'm going to add some glue in the back, use a nail to line it up, and then hold it there for a couple of seconds and repeat 49 more times. And this should work. Alright. So here goes. I'm going to hold that one there a little bit longer. And this little guy, I might have to figure something else out with that one. Alright, that should hold for now. Alright. And other than the spider web that's grown over the whole thing, I think it actually looks good. And that's not bad at all. Everything's lined up, it looks clean. I'm going to see about getting some tacks that'll fit in the little holes, but I might actually hang it like this. Alright, I tried to see what I could find, and I can't find what I was looking for as far as the nails or the tacks to go in it, so I'm going to leave it like this. I think it looks good. I'm going with it. So, go ahead and flip this over and put something on so we can actually hang this. So I'm going to go with wire and this type of hook. It's not a hook, sorry. It's the attachment point for the wire. So it'll connect here-ish and be able to hook in up here. This shouldn't be an issue or get in the way too much as far as hanging, because it should be over here. So let's go ahead and put these in. So you just take a screw, take this, and then you screw this in right here. I'm going to leave it a little bit loose until I get the wire tied on. Alright, and we'll tie the wire. What I do with these is I double loop, come back through, pull that, tie that on itself, and then wrap the excess and I've never had one of these come loose. Alright, and then you just do the other side. Alright, there's the whole hanger, and we should be good to go.